Game off. Welcome to Treefall Academy of Magery and Sorcery, the summer session, the Payback Adventure. Each day, until the close of your adventure, a new video will be uploaded to this playlist. Your future slime will be able to view these records each night and may rewatch any of the videos at any point by asking your slime counselors to pull them up. The purpose of these videos is to provide important whodunit clues about the villain and to help guide your interrogations for the following day. Today and tomorrow's skit in particular will help ground you in the story to come. It will allow you to start to get to know the staff characters that will be in your particular slime, as well as provide a recap of what has happened so far in the Treefall Academy saga. Our journey now begins. Game on. Through their hard work and resourcefulness, last year's students managed to successfully secure the replacement Hearthstone. They had diligently searched through the ruins of a certain Scottish castle that long ago had hosted Treefall Academy of Magery and Sorcery before the Westguard bloodline had destroyed it in retribution. We now return to the formerly abandoned castle located in Norway that has been serving as the Academy's home these past few years. As it draws closer to the start of a new term, the faculty descend upon the castle to prepare it for the inbound student body. They didn't dare to arrive too soon, lest their presence attract unwanted attention from the mage hunters still at large. The mage hunters have continued to grow bold in the escalating war between mages and mudanes. However, to arrive too late would mean that the castle would not be fully repaired in time for the Hearthstone to be installed. And without the Hearthstone, there would be no protective ward around the castle to keep their students, as well as themselves, safe from attack. In recognition that there was still a lot of work that needed to be done before the Hearthstone could be installed, the faculty have opted to break into smaller teams to accomplish the various tasks. This particular group of faculty was tasked with making sure that the walls wouldn't come crashing down again, as well as hauling various totes to different points located in the castle.
Do we still have the Hearthstone? This is like the 15th time you asked in like the last 30 minutes. And yet the question remains unanswered.
All right, let's give it a rest. Seriously, do we still have it?
Yes, it's still in my pack, because it's Friday, not Sunday. If it was Sunday, we would have been in trouble.
Or Thursday.
I said I was sorry for that. Besides, the moral of last year was to always make sure you securely put away items that you steal anyways.
Clean up, everybody clean up.
Why do I feel like we're doomed before we even begin?
Because you've been around long enough to know that something will always go wrong.
Do you still have the Hearthstone?
Yes, it's right here. Don't worry. How long are you going to ask that question?
Until it's safely installed. And then I may only ask once or twice now.
Perhaps the students won't naively accept random presents from the Westguards and activate them.
That's not quite what brought down the protective shields 3 years ago.
Remind me?
Well, the students had encountered a scouting party of our mortal enemies, the Westguards, and then after defeating them in battle, they had found a techno-magical device along with a diary. The students thought activating it would protect the castle from the Arids.
In reality, it was a trap to bring down our security within. The Westguards then betrayed our location to the mage hunters. We were really fortunate that the Academy managed to withstand the siege.
It was a close call.
Very close. There was a reason this castle was abandoned and its presence concealed from the outside world. If the Arids had managed to reach the lowest floors, they would have gotten too close to the Riftcraft lab.
Wait, Riftcraft? Isn't that illegal?
You're asking that of all people? You do realize that does not mean automatic permission, right?
No.
No, you do not realize. Or no, you refuse to believe that it doesn't.
Yes.
You are just as bad as our leadership.
I will take that as a compliment.
We are talking about the same group that believes in wholesome arson.
To answer Blue Jay's question, Riftcraft is a highly dangerous branch of magic because it involves opening portals to other worlds. If a portal isn't opened securely...
Yes. Lots of bad things happen.
That's kind of the understatement of the century. If an anchored rift is like using a doorway, then an unanchored rift is like bulldozing one's way through a wall in a house to make a door. It can bring the whole house down. Anyways, the lab was the reason we had to stand our ground and prevent the Arids from reaching it. Their ability to cancel out magic would have destroyed the world tree, the barrier that keeps all the worlds separate.
Isn't the world tree dying?
It's on the to-do list. The to fix list. I mean, save it. I'm not a Westguard. I don't want the world tree to die. It would cause an interworld war. There's a reason that we had to heavily remodel the castle. If something happens where the Hearthstone fails, our enemies won't automatically know where they are going.
I really thank East for teaching Ash about mundane discord.
Remove the potion of glory.
No, this is something far worse.
Breaking news. In response to last night's robbery, the International Confederacy of Magery has taken the unprecedented step and has now delivered an ultimatum to Treefall Academy of Magery and Sorcery for gifted young mages. The students now have only 8 days to return the Hiru cipher that was stolen from the Westguard vault. Failure to comply will result in the Academy's charter being permanently revoked and the Academy subsequently disbanded. Is this the beginning of the end for what was once an illustrious school for gifted young mages?
I didn't do it.
I certainly didn't do it.
Well, the International Confederacy of Magery certainly thinks that one of us did it, or they wouldn't have issued the ultimatum to the students in order to stick them on us.
He says she didn't do it.
Ash isn't saying anything.
Does she ever say anything? Wait, she's typing. Wow, that's a lot of symbols.
Apparently, she needs to find a new phone to access the staff's Discord server.
Apparently, someone on the faculty team took an unauthorized trip and went shopping in the Westguard vault without her. And whoever went left behind incriminating evidence that the Westguards discovered.
And East is warning her not to break another one of her phones. I wonder what number she's on by now.
You know it's serious when she's choosing to ignore that comment. The Westguards are the ones who snitched on us to the International Confederacy of Magery, which is why they are demanding we return the stolen property.
For a chaotic evil group, that was a surprising lawful evil maneuver.
But the only copy of the Haru cipher we have is the version that we found. Oh my word, they're using the law to get a hold of our copy?
Aren't all the versions the same?
No, the 3 versions are almost exactly identical, except for at least one critical element that throws off the rest of the instructions. No one's sure which is the correct one. Hiruvek gave one version to her bloodline, one version to her forbidden love, Manus Westguard, and one copy was hidden away. That last one is the one that the Academy found.
So what's the big deal? Why don't we make a replica of our copy, tweak a few things, and give them that instead?
We don't know exactly how each of the versions are different. Westguards will be able to tell, though, and use that against us. Furthermore, we're talking about instructions on how to operate the Doomsday device. I'm not really comfortable giving them any of that information. Remember, the World Tree is dying because the Doomsday device was activated once already. It won't survive another activation, which is what the Westguards want.
Then why would Hiru make 3 copies to begin with?
Apparently, she figured out what the mistake was from the first time, so the device can be used in many different ways. However, if you had a device that could destroy the world, bend it to your will, or save it, would you trust that type of unlimited power to just anyone? There were multiple parties demanding the instructions. We'll have to figure out what is more important to her: devotion to one's love, obligations to one's kin, or ethical responsibility to strangers.
Given all the conflicting affiliations we have, Ash feels it's best we use the Magical Eye Detective Agency to analyze any collected evidence. A request has already been sent to the International Confederacy of Magery for copies. Meanwhile, the students will be tasked to hunt for additional clues once they arrive, and staff are being asked to stay in our current groups to ensure that nobody slips away.
So we are all now stuck with each other?
He is promising to get the duct tape and handcuffs if need be.
That would be a yes to both.
In lieu of normal classes, we need to deal with this threat after we secure the castle. It's our top priority. We can't let the Westguards win. If we don't find the missing cipher and who stole it, then we'll be forced to give them ours, or our charter will be revoked.
It is because of that charter that we have a form of diplomatic immunity. Without that charter, the Westguards would be able to dictate what the Academy does, since they control government.
Well then, we have a lot of work to do.
First, we need to finalize the remodeling before the Hearthstone is activated.
You know what I'm about to ask. Do we still have the Hearthstone?
Yes.
On the bright side, we don't have to move the castle over another 2 inches this time like we did before.
Has anyone seen the wonders of the Black Lake Tote?
It's in the Great Hall.
Time to get back to work.